Probability Pursuit is a 2016 Math Fun Day activity created by Lisa McKay, Nicholas Poulter and Stuart Holden. The aims of our activity were to strengthen our students' knowledge of the probability topic, while also giving them a hands-on representation of what most of the questions were asking. What you will need to recreate our activity is a box of marbles for assigning students to their teams. Each team will need a large six-sided dice, a bag of marbles, a deck of cards, multiple dice of different sides, rewards for during the activity, coloured cones to represent their place on the board, a calculator, and a personal whiteboard. To set up the board, you will need approximately 70 folders with multiple questions placed within. Make sure you have all of these items ready before the activity day. To play Probability Pursuit, you will need to follow the rules included in your information package. Alternatively, you could listen as I narrate a trial run we conducted. To randomly allocate students into groups, we start by having them draw marbles from a box. The activity starts by having groups roll their dice and moving that many folders along. Groups are then to pick up and answer the question inside their folder. They are to re-attempt the question as many times until they answer it correctly on their whiteboards. Teachers are able to give hints towards the right answer, but never to answer the question for the students. They must work it out on their own. Here we see Stuart and Lisa attempting a question. It is quite an easy one, so it shouldn't take them too long. Once the students have correctly answered the question, they may re-roll the dice and move again. This will continue until they reach the end. Once they finish the question, they put it back in the folder and replace it on the ground. Next, they roll the dice and move on. This time, however, they land on a pink folder. These are generally the harder questions, with things such as decks of cards, different-sided dice, and bags of marbles. These questions were added for the students to get a physical representation of what's going on. So for example, this question is about queens from a deck of cards. So what is the probability of that? Well, not likely. Once they answer the question, they must then get a deck of cards and try to draw a queen. They move 2 spaces back for a wrong answer, or they get a lolly for a right answer. Unluckily for Stuart, he does not draw a queen, so the group must move 2 spaces back. The board Lisa and Stuart are playing on is a very simplified version of the final. We did this as just to get a good idea of the rules and see how successful the activity would be. On the actual day, we set it out as such. The idea was to have multiple paths leading to the same final question, giving students the option to choose which way they wanted to go. Obviously, it didn't really matter too much as they still had to answer the questions. As you can see, all paths lead to the final question, the Venn diagram. Good luck running Probability Pursuit, as students had a blast, and I'm sure you will too.